So, good morning. So, we're here to present and demo MS Access or Microsoft Access. So, what is MS Access? MS Access is a database management system that helps user organize and store large amount of data. So, it's used to manage data more efficient than spreadsheet application like Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Access is designed for small project and is suitable for individuals or small businesses that needs to create manage databases without extensive technical knowledge.
So, good day everyone. So, today, let me briefly introduce you the basic commands or objectives in a Microsoft Access. So, it is a powerful tool for managing and analyzing databases. Whether you're working on your school project or managing business data. So, MS Access makes database tasks simple and efficient. So, let's talk about commands. So, commands in MS Access are like instructions that helps us interact with our database. So, but first, let's start by launching MS Access. So, from the home screen, select blank database and give your database a meaningful name like student records or inventory management. But here we will name our database as customer orders for our demo later. So click create to proceed. But first, objective in MS Access is to create table. So this allow you to build a structure to store the data. So think of it as designing a spreadsheet but with added flexibility to define the types of data you want to store, like numbers, text, or dates. The next one is query. So the query command is your tool for extracting meaningful informations. For example, if you want to see sales from a specific month, you create a query to filter and display just what you need. The third one is form. So forms are interactive user interfaces where you can input or edit data easily. Instead of typing directly into a table, you can use forms for a more professional and user-friendly experience. So the fourth one is reports. So want a polished summary of your data. Reports help you present your informations completely with formatting, charts, and calculations. So MS Access empowers you to organize, filter, and analyze data effortlessly in just a few clicks. So whether you're a beginner or an experienced user, these commands and functions will save you time and simply your work. So that's it. Let's now move on creating a database using these basic commands or objectives.
Good day everyone. Today I will guide you through one of the most fundamental tasks in Microsoft Access, which is creating tables. Tables are the backbone of any database as they store the data you will work with. So here are the step-by-step process in creating tables. First step is to navigate to the table design view. When your new database opens, you will see a blank table ready to use. However, to customize your data, click on Design View from the toolbar. Access will prompt you to save your table. Enter a descriptive name like, for example, customers, and click OK. Define your table field is the third step. In Design View, you can specify the columns or fields for your table. Each field represents a type of data you will store. For example, for the first field, you will enter customer's ID. So, set customer's ID as your primary key to uniquely identify each record. Choose auto number as its data type. Same process for your second field. Enter last name and set the data type to short text to store names. Continue adding fields depending on your data needs. The third step is to set field properties. Highlight each field and configure its properties below the design grid. For example, set the field size for text fields to limit characters counts, as well as use required to make sure essential fields like names must have data. To save your data, once your table design is complete, click Save. You can save by clicking the Save button, which is located at the upper left corner of the screen. After saving, switch to Datasheet view to start entering your data row by row. And that's it! By creating a table, you've taken the first step towards building a fully functional database. Tables helps you organize data effectively and set the foundation for queries, forms, and reports. Now, I will walk you through to the process of creating queries in Microsoft Access. Queries are powerful tools that allow you to extract, filter, and analyze specific data from your database. They make working with large datasets easier and more meaningful. So let's get started. The first step is to select the tables for your query. In the dialog box, choose the tables containing the data you want to query. For example, select table name, customer, or orders. Click Add then close. The selected tables will appear in the query design grid. The third step is to choose the fields you need. So in design grid below, double-click the fields you want to include in your query. For example, if you want to display the customer names, which is the last name and the first name, the address, etc., click them and add these fields. The fourth step is to set criteria for filtering data. So use criteria or row in the design grid to filter your results. For example, if you would like to see the customers living in the municipality of or city of Tanawan, you will input Tanawan in the city column. You can also use or and end condition for more complex queries. The fifth step is to run the queries. Once your field and criteria are set, click the Run button or the red exclamation mark on the ribbon. The query results will appear, showing only the data that matches your criteria. Once done, you can now save your query. So to reuse your query later, click Save and give it a descriptive name. Like for example, customer query dash Tanawan. Queries are essential for managing and analyzing your data efficiently in Microsoft Access. By mastering queries, you can transform raw data into actionable insights, saving time and effort.
Okay, so ngayon naman is i-demonstrate ko sa inyo kung paano gawin yung forms o paano mag-edit ng forms sa Access. So ano nga ba yung mga forms? Yung mga forms in simple terms is a way to view and edit the data or yung mga data na in-input natin sa Access in a more aesthetic way or kung gusto mo in a minimalist way. So without further ado, let's start the demonstration. So punta tayo sa ating Access. So dito makikita nyo yung interface ng Access pag in-open nyo. So punta tayo sa blank database. So Pangalanan natin to ng customer information. Customer database. Customer database. And then, create lang natin. So, makikita nyo to. And then, ang gawin natin dito, since may existing na table, is i-save lang muna natin siya as table 1. Kasi mamaya, i-import tayo ng existing na data natin. Which is ginamit din kanina sa mga previous examples. So, para gawin yon, punta tayo sa external data, then sa new source data, and then punta tayo sa from database, and then punta tayo sa access. So makikita niyo dito kung saan nakalagay yung yung mga kung saan niyo kukunin yung document or yung access database. So browse natin to. So since yung document namin kanina na ginamit is nasa desktop, ito yung document. So import lang natin to, open, and then dito may dalawang options kung ano yung magiging kalabasan. So specify how and where you want to share the data in the current database. So yung isi-select natin is yung first option, import tables, queries, forms, reports, macros, and modules into the current database. So, select natin yung, click natin yung OK. So, pagka-click nyo ng OK, maglalabas dito yung, kung ano lang yung mga i-import nyo. For example, yung laman ng database namin na ginawa is, meron tayong dalawang tables, yung para sa customers, at yung isa naman is para sa orders. So, for this demonstration, yung gagawin lang natin, yung import lang natin is yung customers. So, select lang natin yung customers and then click OK. And then click close. So, ngayon na-import na natin yung ating database, which is yung customer. So, pwede na natin to i-delete yung isang, kasi hindi naman to kailangan yung table 1. Okay. Close muna natin. And then, delete natin. Okay, so na-delete na. So, tignan natin ton kung na-import nga ba yung customers table. So, nandito na yung yung data. So, ngayon gagawa na tayo ng forms. So, para gumawa ng forms is punta tayo sa ribbon again, sa create tab, and then hanapin natin yung forms. So sa computer nyo makikita nyo yung forms in the fourth group, 1 2 3 4. So nandito yung forms, yung group ng forms. So may mga options dito, may form design, blank form wizard, navigation, maraming options dyan, and then sa more forms. So, yung gagawin natin ngayon is since existing na yung data natin is i-design na lang natin siya. So, punta tayo sa form wizard. So, dito magpa-pop up yung data sa existing table or sa customers table natin. So, nandito yung customer ID, which is makikita nyo rin kung titignan nyo dito, makikita nyo rin dito, and then yung first name, last name, email address, etc. So dito naman may options tayo kung alin lang yung isi-select natin. So meron ditong isang arrow, dalawang arrow, and then yun yung i-click natin. Halimbawa kung isa lang yung gusto natin ilagay at hindi lahat, itong first na button yung i-click natin. So let's say I want to include the first name, so I will click this button and then include na yung first name. So kung i-click nyo naman tong second button, ang ibig sabihin yan is lahat sila ma-include. So lahat ng dito is masiselect kumbaga. So, hindi natin yung gusto kasi for this demonstration, kailangan minimalist lang tayo. So, yung i-include lang natin is yung first name, last name, hindi natin yung include yung email. Include natin yung phone number, address, at saka country. Okay. So, ngayon, na-select na natin yung mga fields. Ito, yung mga fields. This one. Dito. Yung mga fields na select na natin, na i-include natin sa ating form. So, once na select na natin, click natin yung next. So, dito naman, may magpa-pop up na mga options kung ano yung layout na gusto mo sa form. Meron tayong 4 na layout. We have the columnar, tabular, datasheet, justified. So, it's up to you na kung ano yung isi-select mo. So, for me, yung isi-select ko is justified na layout. And then, kiklik lang natin yung next. And then, dito naman, magpa-pop up na tatanungin ka kung ano yung title ng form mo para for organization purposes. So, yung ita-title ko is customers information. Customers information. Customer information. So, tapos may dalawang option dito sa baba. Yung isa is open the form to view or enter information. Yung isa naman is modify the form's design. So yung gagawin natin is open the form to view or enter information. And then click lang natin yung finish. So ito ngayon is nag-appear na siya. Ito sa navigation pane natin, meron na tayong form. So kung titignan nyo, medyo pa siya, hindi pa siya organized, medyo pangit pa siya. So, ito ngayon is nasa, nga pala, sa form natin may 3 din tayong view na pwedeng i-select. So, ito ngayon is nasa form view siya. So, pwede ding layout view at design view. Ito naman sa design view is dito mo ma-edit yung main, kumbaga yung itsura ng form. So, gagawin natin, di ba, is i-edit natin yung design ng form. So, dito tayo sa design view. So, dito, pag nasa design view ka na is merong parang mga boxes at saka may header, may footer. So, yan yung pinaka worksheet natin kung saan pwede natin i-edit yung mga data na nasa loob ng form. So, yung una natin gagawin is gusto ko yung form na gagawin ko is magpa-pop up siya as a window. So, para gawin yon, click nyo lang dito sa gilid sa labas ng main form. Click nyo lang dito and then click nyo yung punta kayo sa property sheet. So, para mapunta kayo dito sa property sheet, ito tayo sa design tab, and then pag i-click nyo dito, may property sheet dito nga na option sa may tools na group. So, click nyo yung property sheet, and then dito sa property sheet, mayroong mga options. Meron tayo dito pop-up, modal, cycle, ribbon name, toolbar, etc. So, yung mga options na to is ikaw lang bahala kung ano yung i-enable mo at i-disable mo. So, yung gusto ko lang naman is mag-pop up yung form natin sa window. So, yung gagawin ko is instead of no, isa-select ko yes yung pop up so that yung form natin is magpa-pop up. So, yan. And then, since nag-edit tayo, isa-save muna natin. Save. And then, pwede na tayo mag-edit ng form. Try muna natin kung magpa-pop up siya. Okay. So, close natin yung form. Try natin yung open. So, yun, nakita nyo? Nag-pop up na yung form natin. So, since hindi pa natin i-edit, so ganito pa lang yung itsura niya. Customer information, yung mga data. So, since nandito naman sa baba is yung kung ilan yung record na natin. So, nandito yung 1 out of 5. So, 5 lang yung records natin. Since makikita nyo naman dito is 5 lang. So, dito naman sa number 6 is blank information na. So, pag nag-input tayo ng data dito sa blank na form, is automatically, mapupunta yan sa table natin, which is yung customers. So, close muna natin to. So, i-edit natin yung form natin. So, para ma-edit, since naka-pop up na siya, pag in-open mo yan, pop up pa rin yung lalabas. So, para ma-edit natin, right-click natin to, yung customer information, and then, instead na yung open, punta tayo sa design view na option. So, pag sa design view, babalik lang yung kanina, yung mga blocks kung saan ma-edit natin yung form. So, isang trick pala para mas mabilis mo ma-select yung mga objects dito is hold mo lang yung left click ng mouse and then i-drag mo lang sa baba hanggang sa baba. And then automatically mase-select na yung mga nakalagay sa form natin. So, yung gusto ko is medyo paliitin siya. Paliitin natin yung ating form. I mean yung mga data sa loob. Ay. Ayan. Wait lang. Yan. Palitin natin. Yan. So, napalit na natin. Medyo adjust pa natin. Ano ba? Sige, pwede na siguro yan. Adjust natin dito. So, yan. So, punta naman tayo sa ating pinaka-worksheet. Adjust natin tong worksheet natin. Adjust natin hanggang dyan. Para yung lalabas lang sa sa main pop-up window is ganito lang. Ganito lang yung itsura niya. Okay. So, punta naman tayo sa header natin. Yung header natin, yung nakalagay is yung title ng ating form. So, customer information yung title natin. So, edit natin to. Ilagay natin sa gitna. And then yung gusto ko yung yung font niya is naka Times New Roman. So, para gawin yun, punta tayo sa home. Same lang sa pag-edit ng mga Word files natin. Punta tayo sa font. And then, type natin Times New Roman. Okay na yan. Ay. Times New Roman. And then, gawin natin bold. Naka-bold siya. Gusto ko nasa 16. Hindi. Sige, nasa 20 na lang. And then, i-align natin into center. Adjust lang natin kasi medyo hindi siya center. So, adjust na. Okay, so, punta naman tayo sa footer natin. So, adjust natin tong footer para makapaglagay tayo ng iba pang mga objects or mga information dito sa form natin. So nga pala, yung form natin is pwede kang maglagay ng mga information, kaya nga sinabi ko. So, para gawin yun, punta lang kayo sa design tab. So, makikita nyo dito may mga options tayo sa controls group. I-drop down natin to. So, makikita nyo meron tayong text box, label, buttons, tab, control, etc. So, yung gagawin natin is mag-input tayo ng mga commands or sa madaling sabi, mga buttons like next or previous or next, and then save and exit. Yung ilalagay natin dito is yung button na previous at saka next. So, click nyo lang tong button and then punta kayo sa footer. Pwede naman din dito sa gilid nyo ilagay, o pwede din naman dito sa footer. So, yung gusto ko is nasa footer siya. Then, lagay natin dyan. So, pag ginawa nyo yun, yung button na data o na option is lalabas tong pop-up window na command button wizard. So, dito sa categories, sa left box, meron ditong record navigation, record operations, form operations, report operations, application, miscellaneous. So, dito naman is yung mga actions na kaya niyang gawin. For example, hanapin natin yung previous at saka next. So, since yung previous at saka next is parang navigation sa, so nandito siya sa navigation. So, meron tayong dito find next, find record, go to first record, go to last record, go to next record, go to previous record. So, yung gagawin, yung i-click muna natin is itong go to previous record, and then click lang natin yung finish. So, kung titignan nyo, yung lumabas is yung icon parang yung icon. So, pwede din natin siya ma-edit kung gusto natin yung word lang, pero okay na siguro yan. So, since for demonstration lang naman to, so lagay natin siya dito sa center. Dito. And then, mag-insert pa tayo ng isa pang button para sa next. Dito. So, go to next record naman. And then, next. Picture. Dito yung kung paano niya, kung gusto nyo text yung nakalagay dito sa may button niya, or yung picture like nito na icon yung nakalagay. So, yung gagawin natin is picture lang. So, click lang natin yung finish. So, ngayon meron na tayong dalawang button. Adjust lang natin kasi medyo hindi maganda tingnan. So, yan. May dalawa na tayong button. So, save muna natin to. Save. Okay, so try natin kung gumagana nga ba. So, close muna natin tong form natin and then open natin. So, magpa-pop up siya. Click natin kung gumagana nga ba tong dalawang button natin. So, kung titignan nyo, gumagana siya. Okay. So, ngayon meron na tayong simple form. Okay. So, i-design naman natin itong interface kumbaga niya dito sa kung saan mag-fill up yung customer. So, close muna natin to. Open natin in design view. So, since hindi tayo artistic, gawin lang natin tong simple. I-adjust lang natin yung mga boxes natin. So, dito medyo i-adjust natin yung size niya. Lagay natin dyan. Ito naman na header niya o label niya is gawin natin is palitin natin para yung paglalagyan ng information is ilagay natin, itabi natin sa kanya. So, ayan na. Tatabi na. Yun lang. Hindi siya select. So, tama natin siya dito. Adjust natin to. Yeah. And then, grab natin siya. Okay. Okay. So, kung mapapansin nyo, na pinagtabi ko sila, yung kung saan mag-input yung customer at kung yung label naman, yung kung ano yung i-input niya. In case na i-drag nyo lang tong label, sasama yung kung saan mag-input yung customer, kasi parang naka-group sila. So, yung gagawin nyo para hindi sumama is i-drag muna natin, ibalik muna natin siya dito. I-click yung itong parang small na gray box para hindi sumama yung isa. So, pag ginawa nyo yun, hindi sasama yung kung saan mag-input yung customer. So, yung gagawin lang natin is ibalik natin. Ganun lang yun kasimple. So, gawin din natin yun sa iba pang data na nandito. Medyo taas natin ito. Okay. Palitin natin. Okay. And then, just natin to. Kagaya ng ginawa natin sa una. Okay. Medyo may problema tayo mouse ko, hindi masyado nag-fit agad. Wait lang. Okay. Sakit natin ng ganyan. Okay, so ito naman. Ito naman isa. Ito natin dyan. Edit natin ito. Medyo adjust natin ito. Ay, punta natin sa taas. Then, adjust natin. Okay, so ganyan na yung isa niya. Ito naman yung isa naman. Drag lang natin. Okay, adjust natin. Adjust. Okay, drag natin ito dito. And then adjust natin. Okay, medyo palaki natin ito kasi adjust yung nakalagay dito. Okay, yan. And then, dito sa country. Yan natin. I-adjust natin to. And then, drag natin yung isa. Ito yung ginawa natin sa una. And then, adjust. Yan. Okay, so yan na. Ito naman footer is adjust natin since nasa baba na siya masyado. I-lagay natin. Yan. Yan. Tapos, select natin silang dalawa. Medyo i-center natin. Yan na siguro. Then adjust natin to. Diyan. So meron na tayong ganyan. So gawin natin Times New Roman din natin tong mga in-input natin. So sa home, Times New Roman, enter. So yan na. Pwede ka din mag-add ng color. Like for example dito sa header natin, yung gagawin mo lang is punta ka sa right click mo lang yung header, punta ka sa field or black back color, and then select ka lang ng colors mo na gusto. So para dito yung i-select ko na color is tong light green. Yan. Ito naman sa footer, ganun din. Light green din. Tapos ito namang dalawa, gawin natin is i-adjust natin yung effect nya. Ano ba? Or parang ano na lang, ganyan na lang siguro. Ibahin na lang natin yung color nya. Gawin na lang natin is red or yellow. Yellow. Okay, so yan. Medyo masakit sa mata. Palitan natin. Gawin nating blue na lang siguro. Ay, hindi pangit. Gawin natin light green. Ito. Yan na lang. So, yan na. Ito naman is ganun din. Ikawin din nating light green yung pinaka-form niya. Okay, so yan na yung form natin, and then save natin. So medyo pangit siya pero pwede na yan for demonstration. And then i-close natin, tignan natin kung gumana yung pinagagawa natin. So i-open natin, yun na. So nandito na tayo, meron na tayong form. Ito na yung design ng form natin. So try natin mag-input ng isang details or isang information at tignan natin kung may input nga ba siya sa table natin sa customer. So dito gagawin natin, input natin is Cyril. Sa last name is Bryant, Cyril Bryant. Delete natin to. And then kahit 1111 na lang muna. Address naman is Clovan City. Country is siyempre Philippines. And then okay. So yan na. And then close natin. So punta tayo sa customers kung nandun nga ba. So as you can see, nandun na yung ating in-input, which is Cyril Bryant, yung number, Tacloban City. Since yun lang, ito yung mga fields lang yung ilagay natin sa form natin, syempre yun lang din yung lalabas dun sa data natin dito sa customers data. So automatic na siya napupunta yung nasa form natin sa data natin. So yun lang yung pinaka basic na paggamit ng form sa Access. So I hope may natutunan kayo sa demonstration na ito.
So now I'll show you how to create reports in Microsoft Access. So reports are an essential features for presenting your database information in a polished and professional format. Perfect for printing or sharing insights. So let's jump right into the steps. So navigate to the report creation tools. Go to the create tab on the ribbon. You'll see several options for creating reports. Like this, blank reports gives you a blank canvas to build a report from scratch. And this one is report, which is automatically generates a quick report based on your selected table or query. And is added naman is report wizard. So it guides you step by step to design a custom report. And so that just to quickly create a report, let's click the report wizard. So click this report wizard under the create tab. Yan. So kapag lumabas, select the table or query you want to base on your report on. For example, customer query or customer and tanawan. And choose the fields to include in the report such as name, address, phone, or city. And if necessary, add grouping levels if needed. Choose a sort for your data such as ascending or descending. So select a layout style, maybe tabular or columnar, and click Finish, and yan, your report will be generated. So let's customize our report in layout view. In layout view, you can adjust the format and design of your report. So resize columns, rearrange fields, or change fonts to make your report look professional. And add title, page numbers, or logos for personalization. And use the property sheet to fine-tune the appearance of your fields and selection or sections or your fields and sections. To preview naman and print the report, switch to print preview to see how your report will look when printed. And use the option in the preview toolbar to adjust margins, paper size, or orientation. And to save naman, save your report by clicking save on the ribbon. Give it a descriptive name like customer information report. Yeah. And that's it. So report in MS Access allows you to present data clearly and professionally, whether for meetings, audits, or decision making. With a few clicks, you can transform raw data into valuable insight. And that's all. Thank you.